We are supposed to get some really, really bad winter weather here the next few days. It's going to get really, really windy. It might snow a day or two next week, and it's going to be below freezing some days and nights. So that has inspired me to show you guys how to make a really fun and simple and quick chicken treat so that your hens can have fresh greens even in the dead of winter. It's a treat that'll help keep them mentally stimulated because it'll make them feel like they're foraging again, and it's packed with nutrients because it's fresh greens, of course. And they'll really, really enjoy it. Plus, it's fun and simple to make, so it's a good craft for this time of year when there's not much to do. Especially if you have kids, they'll have a lot of fun making it with you. And it's a good way to help cure the winter blues and bring some greenery into your life and your chicken's life. So, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so first things first. You want to get a nice large bowl to soak your seeds in. And we're going to do oat and wheat seeds. And I also got some sunflower seeds and a little bit of safflower mixed in. Just to toss in for a little something different to sprout in here. And then here are my wheat and my oat seeds. They are plain untreated seeds. I got them from my local feed store. You can get it from your local feed store in your town as well. Most of them can weigh these things out for you by the pound. So we're just going to go ahead and dump the seeds in the bowl. I went and grabbed a second bowl because I decided that the other one might be a little bit too small, and I'm afraid that once I add water it might overflow. So we're going to divide them up. Okay, much better. Now we're going to add water. So just go ahead and fill your bowl up with water until your seeds are completely submerged. Now we just wait. Soak your seeds overnight for 12 to 24 hours. That'll help soften up the shell of the seeds and help quick germination. So after they're done soaking, we're going to check back and I'll show you what to do next. On a side note, it's Eva's birthday. She's 5 years old today. And here's her birthday presents. And my dad got her this laser pointer. What'd you get? She also got these balls that you put treats in. And that'll help keep her occupied because she'll have to try to get them out. That's it. And also, one of my customers gave me these flax seeds for the chickens, so I'm going to mix that into their scratch. And she also gave me some peppermints for Cinnabara and to share with the other horses at the farm. It was so sweet of her to bring me these, and I know that the animals are really, really going to enjoy this. Okay, so the seeds have been soaking for 24 hours now, so I'm going to show you the next step. And look, I brought down the supplies, and Eva wanted to help. She stuck her little toy in the supplies. She's so cute. I was setting up the stand that I'm going to put the seeds on, and Eva just casually rolled her ball into the utility room. I can take a hint. She wants me to throw it. Okay, anyway. Monkey. Hey, Eva. Quiet on set. Anyway, so you're going to want a really bright window, or if you don't have a good spot that gets sunlight most of the day, you want to get some grow lights. And honestly, I feel like these work better than the window anyway. Yes, Eva. Sometimes you can find stuff like this at your local feed store. If not, you can find them on Amazon for pretty cheap prices. But as I always say, if you can find them somewhere local, please opt for that option instead, because supporting small local businesses is really important. Okay, so then you're going to take your seeds. Yes, Eva, thank you for helping. And you can see that they have absorbed most of the water, so there's not a whole lot to drain here. Let's see how well I can do this with one hand. Okay, so we got most of the water drained. It's okay if there's still a little bit in there because the moisture is going to help them sprout and germinate, so it's not a huge deal. They don't have to be totally dry. Next, you're going to need this little greenhouse. You can get this from your local feed store or garden store, and they're not too expensive. They come in different shapes and sizes, and I added little drainage holes to this one just so that we don't have too much moisture sitting there, because I don't want any mold or fungus to grow. And plus, keep in mind, you do want the seeds moist, but you don't want them just sitting in permanent water, or it's going to be a mess. It's going to be gross. So make sure that they're at least able to drain and get some airflow. Most of them come with these little holders to put your plants in. You can just take that out and save it if you end up wanting to plant something, so set that aside. But you won't be needing it for this. You will, however, need the lid, because it'll help trap humidity and warmth in there, which will speed up the whole germination process. Okay, so now we're back in the utility/storage room. This is where I'm going to do it. And it's really quite simple. There's nothing to it. Just dump your seeds in the tray. Eva, you can come in. Come on. And then spread it out evenly across the tray. And you can see it filled out the whole thing, but I want to make it a little bit thicker, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the seeds that I have in the other bowl. Alright, so now just spread those out evenly again. So then you just take your lid and put it on. Check it 1 to 2 times a day, and if it starts to dry out, water it once or twice. You can put the grow light on it now, or you can wait until they sprout, but as soon as you see them starting to sprout, make sure you put that grow light on. And it's as simple as that. We'll check back in a couple days once I see a sprout, and we'll go from there. So while I was down in the basement spreading out the seeds on the tray, I didn't realize it started to snow. The other night it was storming and raining and really, really windy, and we lost power for a while. And now today it's gonna snow. Tomorrow's gonna be really cold and windy, and it might start snowing tomorrow evening. And then the next day it's gonna snow most of the day. Or so they say, we'll see. And then it might snow again on Friday, so I think the chickens will really appreciate their treat. For now, they're just gonna get these scraps that I couldn't get out of the bowl. Let's see what's in here. Oh, Marigold's trying to lay an egg. We won't disturb her. And Mimosa's broody as usual. She's trying to hatch an egg. But we don't have a rooster, so unfortunately for her, no chicks. She keeps trying to catch snowflakes. It's so cute. Okay, so it's only been 24 hours since I put them in this tray, and they've already started to sprout. It's not a bad idea to leave the lid off of this now that they've sprouted. That way you can get some circulating air, and that way it'll help you prevent mold. So yeah, we'll check back in a couple more days and see the progress. So we actually got a decent amount of snow instead of just a dusting like we normally get. And Eva really wants to go outside and play in it, but I need to shovel out the chickens first. I'll be right back for you, Eva. And lucky for me, I already had today off from work because I'm working on Saturday. So I get to just have a fun snow day. You can see it's still not much compared to some places. It's nothing crazy. But for us, the past couple years, we've only been getting dustings. So I guess it's significant for our standards. Bunny tracks. They're like, we're not coming out in that. Come on. Are you gonna be brave, Meringue? Come on. Oh, cornflower wins. Oh, she started to trend. There, we'll see if that helps. Monkey. So it is now 5 days after I put the seeds in the tray, and you can see how much bigger the sprouts have already gotten. It's time to water them. So I've just been giving them a really good watering once every day, and they've been doing just fine. Meringue is so loyal. She always comes to greet me, even when it snows. The other ones are like, nope, we're staying in. Oh, are you going to come out too, Lark? I'm honored. Cornflower is always friendly. I think she's confused because I'm wearing a hood. It's now day 6, and look how much taller it got in just one day. It's now been exactly 1 week, and you can see how much taller it got in just another day. So technically, if you wanted to feed this to your chickens now, you could, but I'm going to let it fill out a little bit more. So we'll check back. It is now day 8, and I decided that today is the day I'm going to feed it to the chickens. So technically, if you wanted to let it grow a little bit taller, you could do that. If you wanted to give it to them sooner when the sprouts were smaller, that also would have been just fine. But I feel like this is the perfect length for them. And take a look at this. Isn't that cool? It's all held together by the roots. So we were able to grow this whole thing in just 8 days with no soil. And it was super cheap too. The wheat seed was under $1 a pound. I think they're going to be very excited to see some fresh green. So you can feed them just the wheat or the oats themselves. You don't have to sprout them technically. And if you've seen my other videos, you know I give that to them quite often in their scratch that I mix up for them. But like I said earlier in the video, this will be something different for them. And when you sprout it, it actually has more nutrition in it. And it'll keep them occupied because it's just something different. And in the dead of winter, they're really going to appreciate the fresh greens. So let's see. Whoa, I almost fell. It's very slippery out here. Okay, so let's see what they think. Look at that. That's so satisfying. Let's see what they think. Look, they found some of the pieces of wheat and oats that fell off of it that didn't sprout. I think it's a hit. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see the future chicken videos. I'm going to wash out that tray and reuse it, and we'll find something else to sprout for next time. And don't forget to check out all the other chicken videos that I already have up.